Yo, it's straight to point, and this is how you can generate free AI voice using N8N. First, let's check the output of this workflow. So let's go here, select this file, and let's preview.
This is a simple workflow to generate audio with AI.
So yeah, this is one of the styles it offers. There are a lot of them. So first of all, to run this workflow, you'll need three main things, which is number one, of course, N8N. You will have to self-host N8N on your local machine. To do that, you will have to run this npx N8N command, and it will download and deploy N8N on your local machine. If you want more details, you can check my video that I made previously on this. The second thing is Kokoro TTS, which is a open source TTS model. This is the GitHub repo of the model, so it offers a lot of information and it can tell you how to quick start it. So for this, you will have to run either this command to run it on your CPU or this command to run it on your GPU. I have used the CPU command, so it's running on my CPU right now. Of course, you will have to have Docker installed on your local machine for this to work, and then it will deploy and will give you two endpoints, one web, which is this one where you can try the model separately from N8N, or the /docs endpoint, which will give you all the API endpoints that you need. And the last thing will be Minio, which will be our storage for this video. So you will have to run this Docker command, of course. You can pause the video and copy it, or I can leave it in the description for you. Minio is a local storage that will be acting like S3 from Amazon, so it will give you a web interface on the 9001 port. You can log into it using the credentials that you have set in the Docker command here. So for my case, it will be admin and password 123. Once you go here, you'll have this interface. You can create your own bucket. For this video, I created the free TTS bucket. You can do it by clicking on the create bucket button here and then set up your bucket name. After you have done that, you will have something like this, and you will have to change the access policy of your bucket to public. You'll find it private, but you have to change it to public. And yeah, once you have installed all of these three tools, you are set to go. So we'll start breaking down the workflow. So first, we will have a on-form submission node. To create it, you will have to click on add node, and then look for forms. Select form and then go to triggers and select the on new N8N form event. You can give your form a title, a description, and then you will have to set the two fields that we'll be using. So we'll have a text field, which element type is text area. This one will have the script for your TTS, so the text that you want to turn into voice. And then the field name is a voice, which is a drop-down list. You have to fill it with the different voices from Kokoro. To get the list of the audio, you can execute this HTTP get call. You can execute it here, click on try it out, and then go to execute. You will get all of this list. Unfortunately, in N8N, there is no way to automate it in the forms, so I had to do it manually one by one to have it like this. So this is the first node. The second node will be generating the audio from the text that we had inputted in the form. So we will need a HTTP request node. So right click, add node again, look for HTTP, and then it will give you something like this. You can configure it here, so you'll have to set the URL to this URL. So we'll be using the /audio/speech endpoint, which is this one here, in order to generate the audio. Of course, I have put localhost here because N8N is not running on Docker for me. If you have N8N running on Docker, you will have to include in the URL the docker.host.internal instead of localhost. If not, you can keep it like this. You will have to activate the send body, keep the body type to JSON, and this is the call. So you give it the model, the input, which will be the text that you're gonna transform into voice. You have to select the voice that you're gonna be using, the format, and the speed. You can keep it to 1. In my case, I'm only using the 1 speed. You can add it to the form as well as a number field to set up the speed. I have not done that. So in the input, you will have to drag from the previous node the text and put it here, and the voice and put it here to be more dynamic. And then after we have generated the audio, we'll give it a random name because the Kokoro model always gives the file name to speech.mp3, so we'll have to use something more random. That way we do not override the previous mp3 files that we have generated. So for this, look for the crypto node, include it here. It will give you something like this. For the action, change it to generate. The file property name, it will be a file name that we're gonna map later. The type UUID. And then after generating the audio file, we'll have to upload it to our storage. In our case, will be the Minio storage. So the Minio uses the S3 node from N8N, so select it. And then look for the upload file action. it will give you something like this. So for this, you'll have to click on create new credential. I have already done that. You will have to include all of these arguments. So the endpoint, which will be localhost 2.9,000, since I haven't deployed n8n on Docker. If I have, it will be docker.host.internal 2.9,000. The region, you can keep it to whatever. The access key, I will show you how to get both of these, access key and secret key. So you go to menu, go to access keys, click on create new access key, and then click on create again. It will give you the access key. Put it here, and then it will give you the secret key and you put it there and you will be set to go, of course. You will have to select the upload operation. You will have to specify the bucket name that you have created in menu. So you can go back to buckets here. Free TTS is the bucket I created for this video. So include the name, and then for the file name, you will have to include the file name that we generated using the UUIT. So it will be the file name here. So just drag and drop it there and add a .mp3 so we know it's a mp3 file. Keep this as it is, the binary file and the input binary field to data, and then we will be set to go. Let's test it. Okay, so click on test workflow. Let's give it a text. We select a voice. Select Jessica and then click on submit. You will see that our workflow has finished executing. To preview the audio file, of course, we go to menu again, go to object browser, and then select TTS, and then we will see the new file that we have created. It was the last modified, so this one, we will preview it.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.
Alright, it gave us the audio. This has been the basics. It's a simple workflow on how to generate TTS using n8n for free. Of course, the sky is the limit. I gave you the basics and you can implement it in whatever workflow you want, or you can even change the whole structure of it. Just keep the HTTP request to generate the audio and then you can do whatever with it. Let me know, guys, in the comments what workflow you want us to do next. And yeah, this has been it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.